Hello, my friends. I'm here with you on this beautiful Wednesday to talk about sugarcoating and the need that we sometimes feel to pretend that everything's all right when it really doesn't feel that way. And on the topic here of emotional openness and presence and availability, I had a really rough night last night. The breathing changes and difficulties with ALS are tough. And, not only turning from side to side and the amount of effort that sometimes takes, but waking up and feeling like my lungs really need air, that I'm just not able to breathe in as much as I'd like. And it brings up a lot of worry and a lot of fear. And so sometimes you wonder too, I'm like, what can I do? And so there's been a lot of challenge in my experience. And it's so interesting being in this position where I'm going through this difficult challenge, and I love to be that like positive, inspirational person. And that's who I am. I'm a curious person who likes to look at challenges and see how they can help me grow. And with such a great challenge, I'm seeing such a great growth opportunity. And that's yielded so many blessings for me in terms of my moment to moment experience. But the great challenge has fucking great challenge in it. It's not a walk in the park. And I'm beginning to see even more how important it is to honor the difficulty and to not feel like I need to suppress emotions that aren't positive within myself. So that's what the writing that I have for you today is about, and I hope that you enjoy it. There was a time in my life when I thought that being positive meant putting on a smile and pretending that everything is okay, even when it didn't feel that way. I thought that being a positive person meant I wasn't allowed to have a bad day, or to just be sad, pissed off, or frustrated every once in a while. I held a belief that it simply wasn't spiritual to have a bad day. So I unconsciously pushed down emotions that I couldn't label as positive. But just because I wasn't acknowledging these emotions didn't mean that they went away. They were still there, bubbling up just under the surface as I tried to keep the wall of positivity that kept them at bay intact. A dissonance began to be created within me, a gap between how I thought I should feel and how I was really feeling. I was trying to fake it until I made it in a certain sense. And not only did this waste a lot of energy, but it was causing me to feel disconnected from myself. At some point within the first year of my diagnosis, I came across an audiobook called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck that reminded me of how important it is to be emotionally honest with myself and the value of letting pent-up emotions out. I went out alone in nature and started to vent. This is fucking messed up that I'm experiencing ALS right now, that I'm losing physical function at such an early age. I'm angry at God for letting this happen to me, and I'm angry at myself for any part that I might have played in this. This is so fucking messed up. I cried quite a bit at that time, and it was a powerful moment of catharsis that left me feeling far lighter than I had been feeling before. I had been hesitant about opening the floodgates of my emotion in such a way for some time, especially around others. My friends and family rarely hear me complain about the difficulties that I experience while living with ALS, mostly because I don't want to be an emotional burden on others. But I suppose that I had also been sugarcoating to keep myself from feeling that emotional burden as well. I am extremely careful about not getting into a habit of telling myself stories of limitation and struggle in the recognition that complaint isn't a good long-term strategy for experiencing an enjoyable life. But neither is a process of ignoring uncomfortable emotions. And perhaps that is why opening the emotional floodgates and letting all of that pent-up emotion flow was so liberating. I was giving myself permission to be sad, angry, and frustrated. I was being open and honest about how I was really feeling rather than creating an expectation that I should be feeling something else. Almost paradoxically, allowing myself to be pissed off in that moment was actually an act of love. While I must say that I find myself enjoying life more and more, I am learning that it simply isn't reasonable to expect that reality should be all sunshine and rainbows all the time, damn it. So I let the emotion flow, and I let go of the need to pretend that everything is okay when it doesn't feel that way. I don't need to be strong all the time, and it's all right to break down and cry once in a while. This is how I'm learning to be present with my raw emotional experience. And though it is an ever unfolding process, I am beginning to see how it allows me to feel more connected to life. Thank you for listening today. I hope you had a great Christmas. And as we're rolling into the new year here, I hope that, I hope life is good. I hope that everything's going well for you. And I hope that you're being open and honest with your emotional experience and decompressing from the sometimes stressful holidays. I love you very much, and I will talk to you next week, if not before. Alrighty, bye.